Hey y'all, just coming to you from the mobile office. So this morning I did a thread on Twitter about this upcoming um, weekend of where we're all going to be deluged by Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales emails. And the reality is, most of us have all the stuff we need, and unless you are shopping for a friend or a family member, you can kind of ignore that. I think the important thing is to think about supporting the small businesses in your area tomorrow on Small Business Saturday. I think you should take some time to think about what your plan is for end of year giving, since Giving Tuesday kicks that off, specifically around the arts and cultural institutions that are important to you, and even more to the point, how are you supporting the Black and Brown arts and cultural institutions in your network? We all know about funding disparities, and there have been some admirable efforts in the field to address those disparities. But the fact is that it's the small donations that really matter and are sustaining to cultural institutions and the Black and Brown cultural institutions out there. you know uh, as an arts leader, I of course want to get those big 10, 25, $50,000 checks, and if any of y'all have them or thinking of where to send them, get at me. But the reality is, it's those small donations that can add up, and it's those small donations that on an individual basis people think, well, what's my $5 going to do? But if that's $5 committed on a monthly basis by X hundred or X thousand people, that absolutely adds up. And that's how your small donation can have big impact in the aggregate. So, think about picking some arts and cultural institutions and pick a dollar amount. And ask your friends and family to join and say, hey, these are the 2 or 5 organizations that we're going to support, and hey, everybody can divide $25 over these 5 organizations, and it's just going to be a recurring donation, and that adds up. I mean, depending on how many people give, that could fund a staff position, that could help an organization open its building to the public an extra day of the week that it might not have been able to. Because we want to think about, how do we sustain organizations and get them through this pandemic to the other side when we've got, as a country, the pandemic under control. So, of course, there's Weeksville, but just in Brooklyn alone, I'm thinking of some great organizations like Mokata and 651 and the Billie Holiday Theater. I'm thinking of the great work that's happening at Asasiya, and that's just central Brooklyn. I mean, on Long Island, there's Eastville. In Pittsburgh, there's the August Wilson Center. There is Karamu House in Cleveland, my hometown. In Manhattan, jumping back there, Studio Museum, National Black Theater, the Caribbean Cultural Center, the Black Rock Coalition, which is celebrating its 35th year. In Atlanta, there's Hammond's House and Adama. There's no shortage of organizations out there and that are local to you guys watching this that could really use your support. So don't be shy. Get on that $5, $10 a month. You won't miss that money. I mean, you got to give it an amount that's comfortable for you, but honestly, you're not going to miss, those small donations. And again, if enough of you give, everything counts in large amounts. So that's my message to you. That's the plug for this weekend that kicks off this end of year giving period. And I hope you all stay well and safe, and thanks for indulging me for these 5 minutes. All right, take care, y'all.